And that's how I got set free from anxiety. 7 years ago, I found out that my ex-husband was cheating. We were literally only 8 months into marriage, and God revealed it to me in a dream. Well, I was devastated, but I had to leave really quickly for reasons I won't mention. And that's when the anxiety started. Because at the time, I was a very big personality. People in my city knew all about me because I used to have really big hair shows. And I was like, oh my God, everybody's going to find out that he cheated and I'm going through a divorce. Now, I know what you're thinking. You shouldn't be thinking about that. But it is something to think about when everybody knows who you are. I started hiding out in my house, meaning that I didn't want anybody to come in contact with me. I got a brand new phone because he wanted his phone back. I didn't want to go to the grocery store. I was so afraid to go to the grocery store because I didn't want to run into anybody. And the anxiety just got worse and worse and worse. I would see cars like his driving down the street and I was so scared. I would run into him, run into one of his women. I mean, it was so bad. I even switched my church. Eventually, God told me to move to Houston, Texas, not to get away from him, but just in general. But I was still dealing with all the anxiety. I didn't call it anxiety then because I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was fear until COVID-19 happened. Then we all started hearing, wear a mask, like, don't go outside, 6 feet, all the things, and like thinking you're going to die every single day. And that went on for basically 2 years. And then God asked me to move to San Diego. I hear God a lot and move different places and do different things. So there's not a warning. Once I moved to San Diego, I moved into this beautiful apartment community and I was afraid to go outside. Like the pool was right outside of my balcony and I didn't want to go outside. So finally I said, I need to call a therapist, but I'm going to call my Christian therapist that can really hear God on what in the world is going on with me. My session with her was about 2 hours long. And in that session, the Holy Spirit revealed that what I was dealing with was anxiety, that the feelings in my body that I was experiencing when I thought about going outside, thought about interacting with people, thought about opening up to people, being vulnerable, or even dating was anxiety. And they brought back to the moment where I felt fear around being exposed because of the marriage, about COVID-19 and all that. And in that session, Jesus told me to give him the anxiety. And so there was some different declarations I was supposed to declare, some things I was supposed to release and all that, including anxiety does not have a hold to me. God has me. I'm safe. And I kept doing that for a little while. And then I went outside the next day. Now I was only out there for about an hour and I came back in. But fast forward, I'm outside every single day, connecting with people, dating and doing all the things. So I started to realize that it was a spiritual battle that I was dealing with that was trying to make me feel fear and anxious when actually I could feel joy, hope, and safety. So if you got questions about this, how you can get set free from anxiety, just comment below. And there's the story of how